Hey, Colin, good morning.
What's up, brother?
Man, excited to see your newest contract. That's amazing.
Whoop whoop. That's right.
So Wednesdays is your day, you were saying prior to
It seems to be.
um
These are good days for me. Contract days. We're gonna
man,
rename it.
that's amazing. We need to keep doing these meetings on Thursdays then, so we can always talk about it. So man, that's amazing. We're so excited for you. The lead flow has been consistent, the deal flow has been consistent. So we're so excited for you, really, man. So honestly, you're one of our best clients. We really enjoy working with you. And I think anyone listening to this call would like to know what was your life like, your business like before coming to Hesel Media.
Uh, so I've always done social media. Social media is big for me. I want the community that I live in to know what deals I'm doing. They already know, like, and trust me, and it's just easy for me to be top of mind for them. And then I paired that with outbound. So I was calling, and I had a team of callers. We'd call and text, and when they see my name come across, they like, okay, well, I've seen him on social media. I know him. That we'll do a deal with him. It'll be better. It was easier for me that way. And then I pivoted to inbound with Hesel Media, and it kind of amplified that a little bit because instead of them getting a phone call and them hearing my name and trying to correlate those two together, they actually saw my name on the ad. They clicked on it. They already knew me, so it made it that much easier. And then the initial phone call is that much better because they reached out, they clicked, they raised their hand, they said I'm ready. So
Wow,
it's been a big deal for me.
man, that's amazing. And you said that, you were saying prior that you've done some cold calling and SMS in the
Mm-hmm.
past.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that experience?
Well, I'm never gonna stop doing that. Matter of fact, even with inbound, it includes that, but it's a colder lead. I was cold calling, and it's good. It's got its place, but my specific ROI started dropping for whatever reason. So I knew I had to make a change here in 2023 when I teamed up with you guys, and my ROI on inbound just was much better, and it's
Better.
remained better.
Man, I don't think you have thought about this, but what you were saying makes me think that maybe one of the reasons why you were so successful with inbound right from the get-go is because you had the experience of organic leads. So you almost pretended, I mean, when you got your first inbound leads, you were pretending that you knew these people already and that they knew you. So
Sure,
you didn't care about oh, they just saw my name. No, they saw my name, right? And I'm just gonna come with the confidence of someone who knows me, and let's see how that goes. And it has turned out pretty well for you. Can you tell us a little bit about your numbers and how they're looking so far?
uh,
Doesn't have to be exact. I know it's been a few months since you started with us.
Carlos, you hit me on the spot. I haven't kept up with my numbers here lately. Um,
that's
what do you want
that's
to hear?
perfect.
What do you want to hear? You want to
No,
hear?
just tell me maybe around how many contracts you've got. What is the typical profit that you get for contract, or just talk to me about one of your best contracts. Anything is fine. And you know what? Anyone uh, that may be listening to this call doesn't really care about the specifics of like numbers of a business. I'm pretty sure they care about like, am I making money or not? You see what I'm saying?
Mine's all over the
So
map. I don't wholesale as much as probably the average typical Hessel client is. I will. I'm an acquisition company. That's what I am. So I'll find the deals, and I pretty much buy my own deals for the most part. I will wholesale some, but I try to buy my own deals, and I'll keep them depending on what the market's doing. I'll keep some, and then I'll flip some. And right now I've been flipping a decent amount.
decent
So
amount.
so my acquisition, I'll find the deal with the help of Hesel or with the help of public records or whatever it might be. And then I generally pay myself, when I buy the deal, $10,000 to $15,000. And then I'll perform on the flip, sell it. And I try to, if it's on my flip deals, I try to do around $15,000 a month, or else it's not a really good deal for me. Because I know I'm going to hold the deal for 90 days, 120 days. I want to make about 15,000, $10,000 to $15,000 per month on that. So a typical 90-day flip, $40,000 profit, plus the wholesale fee that I wholesaled myself at the beginning of the deal. And I
Nice, man.
pretty much hold true to that, Carlos. I've had better ones. One of my first deals with Hessel was, it was pretty much a whole tail. I didn't even have to do much on the flip. I painted, I changed the flooring. I paid my acquisition company $10,000 at the beginning, and then that was $78,000 profit after the flip.
Wow.
So 88 altogether. Um, and then it's pretty much been my typical $10,000 to $15,000 a month profit
Wow.
since then. And I don't know, whatever we get, 3 to 5 deals a month is what I try to shoot for.
That's amazing, because what that means is that not only you're getting the getting paid the same month, but you also ensure a stream of income for the next 2 or 3 months, and it's not a small one. You see what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? So that's pretty much amazing, man. Like, thank you so much for sharing. There's one thing that you said, that the typical Hesel Media client was mostly wholesalers, but that's not really true, man. I also have a bunch of flippers.
Do you?
Yeah, I think if anything, you're the only one who separates both acquisitions company from the flipping company, and I think that's pretty smart. Um, I mean, one thing I want to say is this: um, the really good deals from wholesalers sometimes are scarce, especially if you're doing in a local area, which you are, right? A fairly small area, which not enough wholesalers. So if you just rely on wholesalers to bring you deals, then what happens? You're gonna end up with deals that are not that good for you, and ensuring that consistent flow of monthly income is not gonna be easy for you, right? So if you come to direct to seller with inbound leads with Hesel Media, and you're getting the best deals, why would you wholesale them? It doesn't make sense, right? So it's just normal that your acquisitions company is selling to your flipping company the best deals.
Yeah.
So that's amazing, man. I think that tells a lot of good things about how your experience has been with us. Um, and can you tell us a little bit about, like, the channels that you've used with Hesel Media? You started with Google PPC, and now you're also giving it a chance to Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. So I started with Google. Took a little, just like anything else, algorithm had to build up. It took a little bit at the beginning, then good leads started coming in, and we were real successful with Google. We took a break not took a break. We still use Google, but it slowed down in the fourth quarter of 2023. And in the first quarter of 2024, we added in Facebook, and I've been thrilled with it. I really enjoy the added lead flow and just getting to talk to more people, and they've been good leads. Honestly, they've been quality leads.
Awesome, man. Let's not forget that your previous deal, I think it was last week or the week prior, was a Google PPC lead, remember?
Yeah, Google's good. I'm not saying it's not good. And it has been picking up.
Awesome, man. Awesome. All right, man. I don't know. we I guess we're almost done here, but I would like to know. Um, I would like to know basically. I don't know. Maybe what else would you like to bring to the table in terms of, like, mindset, skills, to anyone doing Hustle Media, or close to doing Hesel Media, what would you tell them as an advice? I mean, you've been big on social media, like I mentioned. By the way, I didn't say this, but I've seen your videos, very high quality. People should follow you, should learn what you're doing. So that's the reason why I'm like super excited to hear from you. Maybe what you can tell somebody doing flips, doing acquisitions, somebody using Hesel Media or about to use Hesel Media. Like, what would you tell them?
The leads are good. You can find a bunch of good leads, but you have to be able to perform on those leads. And like anything else, it's speed to lead, but that's not, Carlos, it's not everything. I know everybody pushes that, and it does make a big difference. But as long as you just, if you can get the people on the phone, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, in my life, I can't always call in the first 30 seconds. That's the best way to do it, hands down, to get them on the phone. Um, but as long as you actually do the follow up and you're a bulldog about that, and you get them on the phone, then it's up to your negotiating skills and see how, because these leads are good, they're ready. You just have to work yourself down and make it a good deal.
Know what you're saying, man.
And you have to lead with I just give a ton of advice. Lead with value. You have to do that to because if it's not a win-win situation, why the heck are we doing this? So they got to get some value from it. You get some value from it. No matter the deal, whether it's cash deal or creative deal, it has to work together like that.
One of the biggest challenges that I've observed in some investors overall, not just Hesel Media, but overall, is understanding win-win as I'm gonna give the seller's price. But you seem to be saying win-win because I know you for a while. You've been you focus on high standards. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try to give you as much as I can. So it's a win for you. But I have standards on what is the minimum that I'm gonna be making right from the get-go and also in a monthly basis. So can I maybe ask you what in your experience help you learn that and not just learn it, but actually know how to do it?
Carlos, you can't be afraid to say no on some deals, because there are people that have high standards, and I'm kind of blessed in that situation. My wife's a realtor. If I cannot get them down, a lot of times I can kick them over to her. So that maybe that allows me the mindset that says, okay, well, there'll be another one. It's okay. It's fine. Maybe that helps me out a little bit, but um,
That makes a lot of sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. I don't, and not only do I think you shouldn't be afraid uh, to say no to some deals, but I think you also need to be open to receive a no from the seller, if that makes sense.
it's just a conversation, Carl. I think we get so caught up in these scripts, and it's got to be
Mm-hmm.
this perfect thing, and it's just a normal conversation with another human being. And y'all might not agree, and that's, who gives a shit? Move
Perfect.
on. If they don't, I mean, you cannot be afraid in this business to get told no, because it will happen. I mean,
Love
there'll
it.
be another lead.
Man, this is brilliant. I think this sums it all. I've known you for a few months and definitely what you're saying, you live by it, right? The lead, I mean, the experience that you have with the leads also proves it. And also the deal flow that you've been able to bring consistently after that initial ramp up period that you mentioned. It's just amazing, man. So I really appreciate you being this morning with me. Really good conversation, really good stuff. So, um, if I was, this is the last question. If I was on the fence of starting with Hesel Media and I'm like making the decision, what would you tell me right now?
Do it. There's tons of there's tons of different PPC companies out there, a ton of them, but there's something to be said about Hesel, that they niche all the way down to investors. You know me, I've tried to get Hesel to run ads for my wife on the realtor side, and you won't do it because you're niched all the way down, and that means something to me. That make sure you work with a company that only works with investors. That's their expertise. They're fantastic at it, and Hesel's there. And then you pair that with the technology that they give you too, the CRM, and it means something. It helps. All of it helps.
Love it, man. Love it. Good stuff as always. Thank you very much, Colin, for your input. Looking forward to our next success call with you. And that's it. Anything else you want to say? We're good.
That's it. That's it. Hope y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you soon.
Awesome, man. Talk to you soon.